on the AbaQulusi Local Municipality Speaker remarks. KwaZulu-Natal COGTA MEC Sihle Zikalala says the province is concerned about Michael Khumalo's unprofessional behaviour. During his speech, Khumalo said if there were no municipal vacancies, the IFP will then fire an ANC-aligned worker so that a family member can replace them. For this reaction now, we're joined by Provincial COGTA MEC Sihle Zikalala. Very good evening to you, MEC Zikalala. Thank you for your time. I don't know how much you got of the remarks there by the IFP, and of course, you've also weighed in on this matter. The remarks by Councillor Michael Khumalo have really caused widespread outrage, giving South Africans a glimpse, perhaps, of the extent of the municipality's political networks and affiliations. It doesn't paint a good picture. What is your reaction?
Thanks, and thanks for having us in your program. The utterances by the Speaker of AbaQulusi are disgusting, putting the integrity of the local government as a whole at stake, but the government in general. People understand that government is government and has systems that are in place from national, provincial to local government. Indeed, there are systems. If you have to be employed, you need to follow due processes. But the utterances by the Speaker totally undermine that. And therefore, he has placed the municipality in disrepute. And that's why we've called on the municipality to conduct an investigation in terms of Section 7 of the Municipal Structures Act, which deals precisely with the code of conduct of councillors. Whether he has not done that or he has done it, the fact that he has made that statement requires swift and urgent attention. As the department will be getting in to engage the municipality to ensure that they speed up this investigation. But if they don't do so, as the MEC are mandated and obliged to investigate this act because it undermines procedures that are in place, and it cannot be left unattended.
So, looking at the reaction that has been seen around this matter, some opposition parties have said that this cannot just be based on this one remark and this one instance. It has to perhaps be an investigation that goes even further, going through to see how many members or candidates were employed without following proper procedure, because this perhaps is just a glimpse of something that may be even bigger.
It is of course true, and we have been informed that almost all people who were councillors of certain political parties, where those people who were councillors could not come back, they've just been employed. In some cases, it is not clear what processes have been followed. And as the department were taking up that issue, we're not going to leave it. So we're going to be holistic, and we'll deal with this matter till we deal with the bottom, where it comes from and why. We cannot allow the abuse of power to further narrow political party interest at the expense of the society. Yes, government is created by the elected political leaders who represent political parties. But once they are in office, they take an oath to serve the people of our country consistently and without being selective. And that's what we expect from all public representatives. And that's why we are saying the utterances by the mayor were not just by the speaker, were not just unfortunate, but place the local government's fear as a whole in disrepute. I'm hopeful that there is no councillor who would ever try to defend such a thing. And I'm hopeful that there is no party that will try to protect such a misbehavior.
So what do you think then will form the scope of the investigation? How deep will it go, and where will you be looking to get to the bottom of this matter?
Well, the first is to investigate this specific conduct. The second is to investigate whether there are people who have been employed in the same municipality in the recent period, and what has been the process. The third is to look on other areas where there are complaints about employment of people through undue processes. So we will want to be holistic and deal with details.
Have you heard perhaps of an ANC-aligned worker who has then been fired, and is there any sort of track record that you can...
There are many ANC members who are in various municipalities. Their contract was summarily terminated. They left somewhere at section 56 or 57. They left. I'm talking about people who were municipal managers. They left. And there are people we know who are active in the ANC, who are employed in some of these municipalities, who are currently on suspension. And we can also say that there are those who have been threatened. And therefore, these utterances smack of some political agenda, not just an agenda, a political behavior that seeks to corrode the standing of municipalities.
Very well. We're going to have to leave it there for now. Thanking you for your time. Reacting there, KwaZulu-Natal COGTA MEC Sihle Zikalala.